right. So Daniel, and this is a hot topic. And I'll lay out a little more specifically why things are the way they are. Daniel says, I disagree that we should not want to be able to sue judges. Judges are rarely held accountable under judicial review. So that's a true statement. The legal profession in general, it's my position that the legal profession in general is one of the few professions that governs itself in totality. So it is lawyers governing lawyers, whether they be judges, justices, attorneys. We're a profession that is policed by our peers, and so that does cause some issues. The problem you would have with judges being sued is you think about how backed up court calendars are now across this country and how underfunded they are. If you throw in the ability for judges to be sued, you're looking at situations where essentially any time a decision goes in another person's way, they throw a lawsuit out there against a judge. Well, there wouldn't be a judge in America who wouldn't have active civil cases against them, which would bring our legal system to a screeching halt and make it even worse than it already is. Now, from a family court perspective, what is something we push for in legislation that can create accountability? That's facts, findings, and conclusions of law. So there were several states this past year, West Virginia, Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, where there were facts, findings, and conclusions of law provisions. So what that means is a judge must lay out the reasoning for their decision. And I actually, without 50-50 being a thing yet in West Virginia, where I know the crew in West Virginia is gearing up for another run at. This is going to be really year 3 of their movement. But they have, if a judge awards a parent less than 35% custody, there must be a written ruling including facts, findings, and conclusions of law. So the judge must lay out what they found to be the facts they based their decision on and why they made the decision they made. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow for everyone to understand why judges are making their decisions, make cases more appealable, because right now it's very challenging to appeal a family court case. Quite frankly, compared to other areas of law, appeals are almost non-existent in family court. I think with facts, findings, and conclusions of law, you're going to see a growth in that. So I think that's the mechanism where we're going to see more accountability, is judges having to write down why they made their decisions. But I can tell you unequivocally, we do not want to be able to sue judges. It would be a complete mess.